Michael Fauntroy here, a U.S. political commentator with George Mason University. Michael, your take on what's at stake here for Hunter Biden?
Well, for Hunter, there's an awful lot at stake. You should know that the overwhelming majority of federal court cases in the United States are won by the prosecution, which is why so many defendants enter into plea agreements. And we had one that had been agreed upon with regard to Hunter Biden that had been torn up, and now he's facing trial. So it's quite likely that he is going to face conviction. Now, what that means politically actually could be a bit of a benefit to President Biden. You may recall, as you and I have spoken about before, this notion that former President Trump is trying to sell, that there is a two-tiered system of justice that's largely based on politics. Well, Hunter Biden is among the most prominent Democrats in America right now. So if he ends up being convicted, that takes a lot of steam out of the argument that this is a partisan criminal justice system that we face. So for him, he's likely to take a loss, but that loss could actually steady things for his dad.
Saying he's been unfairly targeted by the justice system, that sounds very Trumpian, Michael.
It is, and in this case, given that they already had a plea agreement in place, he certainly has a stronger claim to that argument than former President Trump. You know, our legal system is in some way impacted by politics because politicians, in the form of the president, nominates all of the federal judges, and in terms of the Senate, confirms all of the federal court nominees, and then there's similar pathways in the states. So there's always going to be some measure of politics. In fact, we're seeing a bit of it right now on the U.S. Supreme Court with two Supreme Court justices who are at least closely and indirectly connected to pro-Trump sentiments and are resisting calls to recuse on those kinds of cases. So we see it, it's unfortunate, and we always hope to try to mitigate it to the greatest extent possible.
Yeah, what's going to happen, do you think, in this particular case?
Well, it's hard to know. What we do see at this point is that with jury selection, there's some evidence that some people have made up their minds, that some people believe that the system is politically motivated, and at least one potential juror was struck today because of his strong pro-Trump sentiments. So we'll see. I think it's going to be very difficult for Hunter Biden to win this case. History tells us that, and we'll see where it lands. But my hope is, one way or the other, however the case unfurls, that it is at least transparent and fair.
Hey, Michael, it's always good to see you, and appreciate taking a bit of time to talk about Hunter Biden as opposed to Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, we're always talking about court cases, aren't we, Todd?
We really are. Michael Fauntroy joining us.
Right.
George
Until
Mason.
next time.
Yeah, until next time, my friend. Take care.